Congress delegates Alex Gordon, RMT, supporting motion 37 from UCU and congratulating UCU on bringing this vital motion to Congress. Motion 37 encapsulates exactly the dangerous crossroads facing our members and all of humanity at a time when Donald Trump demands that NATO members spend 5% of GDP on so-called defence spending, and in the very week that the US President has renamed the US Department of Defense as the War Department. The German Chancellor Friedrich Merz recently warned that Germany can no longer afford its welfare state because of his government's plans for massive military rearmament. Here in Britain, our own government uses the language of hard choices to explain cuts to welfare benefits for disabled people, pensioners, WASPy women and working families, while lavishing eye-watering sums of public money on arms spending with a false promise of reviving Britain's manufacturing industries and most deprived regions through arms manufacturing. Congress, don't believe the hype. Far from being a boost to jobs and skills here in Britain, ramping up military spending is a smash and grab raid on our public services, public service workers' jobs and wages, and, as Donald Trump has made abundantly clear, the jobs and profits from military spending in the UK will flow across the Atlantic into the US-dominated supply chain. This week's announcement by the British government of £250 million in defence growth deals as part of Britain's defence industrial strategy will only push communities into further deprivation, funnel critical funds away from the jobs-rich sectors of our economy such as health, transport, housing and infrastructure renewal, and will create greater international instability. The communities included in the government's defence boost include some of the most deprived communities in Britain, and that should tell us something. Towns like Devonport in Plymouth have an index of social deprivation of 44, twice the annual average. Child poverty rates are 35% in some wards. In Congress, the jobs boost the government is promoting is tiny in comparison to the huge level of public funds. Congress, we can make a difference this week. We have an opportunity to send a strong message. The government's going in the wrong direction. Our movement needs to call for a kickstart to the economy to create hundreds of thousands of jobs. We need defence diversification. We need welfare, not warfare. We need wages, not weapons. Support motion 37.